Hey y'all, it's your girl King Goko. Y'all know what it is. I'm here with another video, here with another rubbish talking, another madness talking. Y'all know how we do, okay? You know what we do. But I'm here with my cousin, Niloma, Omalicha.
That's me.
I mean, like, see how she's popping, just shining. But we're here today, and we want to talk about our culture and marriage. How our mummies, uncles, daddies want to look for husbands and wife for us. This is the video. It's just gonna be a little rant, basically, of us just ranting about it. And you should share this video with your mom, uncle, auntie, and everybody else who wants to look for a husband or wife for you.
Definitely.
You should definitely share this video with them.
So Africans have this weird thing that they do. Like, once you get to a certain age, especially for women, they just like
22.
You're ripe for marriage. Like
22.
You're ready. Like once you're like, okay, early 20s, you're ripe for marriage. You're ready, and then mid 20s, they're looking at you like, what's up? Time is going, hurry up.
I only have like 5 years left.
You have 5 years left. And then late 20s, that's when you start actually having people send you like maybe men's numbers or like pictures.
They'll start calling you on the phone.
Weird things start happening to you when you're in your late 20s and you're single in an African family. Really, really weird things start happening.
And if this doesn't happen to you, you're lucky. Your parents love you.
Yeah.
Or your aunties and uncles love you.
You're an outlier. Most likely it will happen to you.
True. If they're true, they have the real Nigerian blood flowing in them.
Exactly. It will happen.
It just, at least once, it must happen to you.
Exactly.
Just once, because it's just so annoying to me. What I don't understand is, right, you give birth to us. The only thing we hear from the day we can walk is make sure you go to school, become a lawyer, nurse, okay, all right, cool. We go to school, we become that. As soon as you graduate, the next day they want you to be married. Oh, I'm sorry. While you're going to school, you cannot have a boyfriend. You cannot do anything. You need to focus in your books. Be from school to church. From church, Bible study. And no, Bible study. Bible study to school, church, Bible study. That's it. And as soon as you're done, you need to be married.
They just assume that, like, the minute you graduate from school, there's
the
like
husband
a husband just waiting somewhere.
Like, it makes no sense to me. Like,
the husband just waiting, and you just get married to him, and then just continue your life.
Because the funny thing is, y'all do this, and a lot of people jump into marriages that they're not even ready for.
That's true. That's the sad truth.
That's
when it becomes a problem, like the pressure. Like I've seen, I had like this whole girl conversation with a bunch of Nigerian girls, and then a lot of them are like in their 30s and they're married, and they're like, well, I ended up settling just because of the pressure. Like a good number of Nigerian women, once they hit like late 20s, the pressure is just so much that the first person that just comes around, they just get married just because they want to be married. Everyone around them is married. The pressure is just so much.
And then when you get married, within that year, if you don't have a child, hey!
That's another thing.
Jesus!
They expect
you to man?
Manufacture.
Are you a man? My son is not sleeping with a man. Are you firewood? Like, of what? Like, and then after that is when you're supposed to start learning about yourself, going to get a business, doing all this stuff, which makes no sense to me. I should go to school, learn about myself. While I'm in school, once I get out of school, I'm still trying to learn about myself. Like, it's a huge process, a huge step you gotta pass through. So for me to graduate, and the next thing is to jump and start dating or marrying a man, and I don't even know myself. I don't know. If you watched our last video about, don't show this part to your parents. Skip this part, because I didn't say anything or what. If you watch her last video, it's gonna be here. I'm gonna put a little thing up here. If you watch her last video, she talked about having sex toys and stuff. You need to learn your body in different ways.
Exactly.
Is it when you're gonna marry your husband? You come on, sis, auntie, uncle. Actually, don't skip that part. Let them know, because half of our uncles and aunties, y'all are worrying about why, and I'm not coming for you, but it's facts, and we know it happens. If you have a problem about it, well, deal with it with your husband or wife at home. It happens. You're doing the natural lay my back stuff shit. You're worried about why your uncles and all your husbands are here looking for all our sisters and stuff to deal with. You didn't learn about yourself. You're just not because
that's true though.
Whose comment was I reading? And a 43-year-old woman was like, she just now bought a sex toy and she's just now learning how to da-da-da, and it's now spicing her marriage life and da-da-da. Because I graduated, my mommy and daddy and I said, oh, you're turning 28, you need to go and get married. Or your uncles or Tom said, oh, you have 2 more years before 30. Then all the boys will start looking at the younger girls.
So I think that's so much bullshit to say that when she turned 30, like, I think that women that are 30 plus, their vibe is so different. Like, have you ever been, and I'm not even up to 30, but I'm just going to say this because I feel like
be that age.
Women in their 30s have their shit together. They're more mature. There's less drama, more communication. Like, the perks are just, you cannot even compare a woman that is that mature to somebody that is in her 20s. Like, men who still think about, oh, young blood bullshit need brain resets, because I cannot even imagine trading peace of mind over like one baby that you have to keep spoon feeding, literally teaching everything, because like when you're in your 20s you don't know anything.
That's true.
You're still learning.
You don't even know yourself.
You don't even know nothing. You're still learning things in comparison to somebody who has gone through all that. Is probably somewhere in life, knows where she's going, knows what she wants. There's a lot less work to be done. So when people say, oh, you need to meet somebody that is younger, especially for men, when they tell men you have to marry someone who's younger and, you know, fresh blood, like Nigerian nonsense things that is.
Fresh blood. Sounds like one cult. I need fresh blood.
Fresh blood. When I think about it, like from a logical standpoint, it's just like
it makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
Actually, if I hear a man say that, it's over. That's a deal breaker. Like, that's disgusting. Like, it tells me where your mindset's at. And at the same time, I understand there's Nigerians, Africans that have been married, you know, at their 20s and they're living a beautiful life. We're not talking about you, sis. Hold your family. Do what you got to do. Love y'all. Do you? Okay? Do you with you and your family. We're actually directing this to all uncles, aunties, mommies, grandmas, all of it. My people, they know me. If you come up with the bullshit, I'm going to tell you how I feel about it. I'll disgrace you while I'm doing it. Respectfully. And that's just the case.
Oh my God.
Because the one that annoys me is one auntie, hey, God forbid, I promise you, aunties and uncles, you guys are very evil. You go and find one ugly man that you wouldn't even give to your son to go and get married and send it to me. To do what? What am I going to use him for?
They start trying to matchmake you from every single angle. It's like they just look like, they think it's just like, but sometimes when I hear people talk about like marriage to women who are in their late 20s or 30s, it's just like, do you think that after they get married, that's the end of their problems? Because to the best of my knowledge, like, marriage doesn't solve your problems.
It sure doesn't.
Especially if you're not in the wrong marriage. You've just bought more problems for yourself.
As in, you maxed out your credit card.
You've just got to buy more case. So if you had like 20% peace, and then they're pressuring you, oh, get married, and then you get married to the wrong person, your peace is now 5%, honey.
Because is really generous.
Because the pressure, you succumb to the pressure. Like, don't do that. It's not worth it.
It really is.
Take your time. Figure out what works best for you. And I always say this, and people may come for me, but it's just facts. I strongly don't believe that everybody is supposed to be married. There are people who just work better by themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
You cannot coexist with somebody and just do it peacefully, or you're too selfish to think about somebody. Because marriage is work. If you know that you're not in that mental space just yet, don't force it. Don't force it and make somebody else frustrated because you're not ready. You're not. So work on yourself.
That's true.
Work on yourself before you attach yourself to somebody.
And there's nothing wrong with being selfish, sis. If you need your 20s to do what you need to do, hoe around respectfully. I didn't go and say, but you have the right to do whatever you want to do with your body.
Exactly.
But if you need your 20s to do whatever you need to do, take that moment. You take that. You're gonna appreciate it. Take that time to do it all. And this, honestly, I mean, like I said, male and female, their 20s, I really truly believe that that's a time for you to do
Explore.
so many things.
Yeah.
So many things.
So many.
Because
by the time you never get that time back.
No, because by the time you get married and stuff, now I have to wait till you turn how many years old before you leave my house, you get married, and then I'll start trying to explore. Where would I start exploring?
Exactly. When
I'm tired, my bones are brick. Like, come on now.
There's no time to explore nothing.
Like,
if you don't live your best now, trust me. Look, there's only so much you can do when you're 50 and you're 60, and that time is retirement time. You can't be. I mean, you can go out and party and drink, but it's just like
it's not the same.
It's not the same as when you're in your 20s. So if you didn't live at all, well, I have nothing to tell you. I apologize, but you missed out. You missed out.
I'll party for you. Just let in the comment be like, hey, can you do this for me? I'll do it for you. I'll be like, this is for you. Shout out. I lived your life. Live it through me.
Exactly.
Okay?
Just live through other people because, sorry, you missed out.
And if you really want to find us a husband and all that kind of stuff, just get on your knees and pray. That's the best movement you can do for me. Unless, you find a billionaire somewhere who is, you can send that one. But you cannot be looking like one go. All right. There's some, you know what I'm saying? But stop sending the pictures of people stop doing that. That's not cute. It's not. Stop doing that. And stop.
The pressure needs to stop.
It really needs to. And stop blowing up phones about it. Do you have a boyfriend yet? Do you oh, you know that. Stop that. If anything, you should encourage them to know what they're trying to do. Get something started for themselves. Because as we're going, divorce rate is going up. And I don't wish that on anyone who is married or is going to get married in the future. But divorce rates are going up. We have stay-at-home moms. Nothing wrong with that too. Be a smart stay-at-home mom. If it gives you money, please put that aside just in case. When you push them into these marriages and something falls out, just manage it. Be strong. Pray. It will happen. Why didn't you pray for me to get a husband then? If prayer fixes everything, get on your knees and pray that I get a husband that's going to suit me, that our history, our everything is going to come together. You know what I'm saying? But don't start forcing people on me. Like, mommy, daddy, uncles, aunties, I'm sorry if your parents did it to you, but don't do that to me. Exactly. As I said, my people know me. They don't even try that. Some of them tried it. There's their cup of tea. They got their own dose.
Lastly, my last final point that I wanted to say is just, at the end of the day, for everybody, they have their own life priorities, like whatever. For mine, it is really to be happy. That's like my number one thing. I know that at the end of the day, if I want to be in whatever marriage, relationship, job, it all boils down to just me making sure that I'm satisfied. I can take a deep breath and not feel like I pressured myself into things. I know a lot of people share the same aspirations as me. So whenever you're feeling pressure to make these decisions, listen, there's so many. You have a ton of women on social media even, or just research, that are going through what you're going through. So don't feel like you're alone or like you can't reach out to people. No, stay strong. Your needs, your wants are very much valid. You'll find it. Don't feel pressured. Don't fall for the pressure. That's my end.
Don't do it. There's so much that uncles and aunties do. I'm pretty sure we can bring about 5 other females to come in here and they can give you their own experience. Exactly. This is just the small that we put in there. It's not even the whole dose. But if y'all want to see anything else, y'all want to see more or a part 2 of this, let us know in the comment section. We will do that. If you've watched my video, a video I'm about to post before this, you already seen her. Her name is Nelly. Wow.
She said Nelly.
I said Nelly. America's a sin. I said Million. What? What the fuck was that? Nell Alma is what I tried to say. If you listen to those 2 things, wow. Nell Alma is her YouTube name, and it's gonna be in the description box. Please follow her channel. But do follow her channel and do like, subscribe, and leave comments. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you do like it. Like the content that we're sharing. And if you have any ideas or, like I said, comments, just leave that down below. And we'll be here to serve you looks.